We've just completed talking about alcohol in the body, and to provide a little bit of a review of what we talked about, I have a series of 10 true and false questions. I'll give you the question. You decide whether you think it's true or the answer is true or false, and then we'll take a little bit of time and talk about each question and why the answer is what it is. Let's get started with question number 1. Alcohol is a stimulant drug. True or false? Okay, the answer to question number 1 is false. And that's because alcohol is a depressant drug in all amounts. Alcohol slows down activity in the brain, and some of the functions that alcohol affects at low doses are judgment and inhibitions. And when judgment and inhibitions go down, behavior comes out that normally wouldn't come out, and makes someone appear to be stimulated. You know, maybe they dance, maybe they talk a little bit more, and it appears that alcohol has stimulated them. In reality, that is as a result of the depressant effect of alcohol lowering their inhibitions and altering their judgment. So again, in all amounts, alcohol is a central nervous system depressant. Question number 2. The kidneys remove alcohol from the bloodstream. True or false? The answer to number 2 is false. The organ in the body that's actually capable of removing alcohol from the bloodstream is the liver. And the liver has the capability of producing the enzymes necessary to break down alcohol and get it out of your bloodstream. Question number 3. Alcohol is very soluble in water. True or false? The answer to question number 3 is true. Alcohol mixes very well with water. Since the body is made up of a very high percentage of water, once alcohol gets into your bloodstream, because it mixes well with water, it's easily distributed throughout your body. The only thing that it doesn't mix well with is fat. So alcohol is not going to disturb your fat tissue. Question number 4. Drinking alcohol when the stomach is empty slows down the rate of absorption of alcohol into the bloodstream. I'll repeat that one again for you. Drinking alcohol when the stomach is empty slows down the rate of absorption of alcohol into the bloodstream. True or false? The answer to 4 is false. It's just the opposite. When the stomach is empty, alcohol is more quickly absorbed into the bloodstream. Question number 5. Alcohol is absorbed into the bloodstream through the stomach and the small intestine. True or false? The answer to question number 5 is true. Alcohol is absorbed both through the stomach and the small intestine into the bloodstream, but the predominant amount, the major amount of alcohol gets absorbed through the small intestine, although a small amount does get absorbed through the lining of the stomach. Question number 6. One standard drink contains a little over 1/2 ounce of ethanol. True or false? And the answer to number 6 is true. We gave the definition of a standard drink. Standard drink being defined as 12 ounces of beer at 5% alcohol per volume, 5 ounces of wine at 12% alcohol per volume, and 1.5 ounces of whiskey at 40% alcohol per volume. So if you multiply the ounces of beverage times the concentration of alcohol, each one of those drinks contains a little over 1/2 ounce of alcohol. The important thing is to remember, if you vary the ounces of alcohol, so instead of drinking a 12-ounce beer, if you're drinking a 16-ounce beer, you're going to increase the amount of alcohol that you're actually getting from that drink. Question number 7. Because alcohol is a solvent, it can cause inflammation of body tissue. True or false? The answer to question number 7 is true. And when we discuss the chemical properties of alcohol, one of the things that I emphasized was that alcohol is a solvent, and when solvents come in contact with body cells and body tissue, they cause inflammation. Question number 8. Drinking coffee can speed up the liver's ability to remove alcohol from the bloodstream. True or false? Answer to question number 8 is false. Coffee literally has no effect on the liver's ability to produce the enzymes that are necessary to break down the alcohol. So you may not feel as impaired because you're drinking coffee, which is a stimulant drug, but your blood alcohol concentration is not going to change because you've consumed coffee. Only time will allow the liver to produce enough enzymes to break down the alcohol, and it requires about 1 hour for each standard drink. Question 9. A person's percentage of body fat can affect their blood alcohol concentration. True or false? The answer to question number 9 is true. And that's because alcohol does not mix well with body fat. And so if a person's percentage of body fat is high, that's less tissue for the alcohol to be absorbed in, and that means that there's going to be more alcohol in their bloodstream. So percentage of body fat is a factor that can influence blood alcohol concentration. So the higher the percentage of body fat, the higher the concentration or percentage of alcohol that's going to be in the bloodstream. Question number 10. A 16-ounce can of beer that is 10% alcohol by volume equals 1 standard drink. The answer is false. As we already described, a standard drink of beer consists of 12 ounces at 5% concentration of alcohol. So if you drink more beer or beer at a higher concentration, the amount of alcohol in the drink is going to exceed 1 standard drink. Well, hopefully you did well. And hopefully maybe talking through some of these is a little bit of a reinforcement for some of the information that we already addressed and covered concerning alcohol in the body.